What's up, boys? And this is the betting recap for UFC Fight Night Mexico City, Moreno versus Kavanagh, and it was another profitable night, bringing us to 4 profitable nights in a row and 4-1 on profitable nights so far this year. Overall, it was a good night's betting, nothing crazy, but overall a very solid night of profit, finishing with 2.62 units of profit. Firstly, I'll start off with some of the small losses that we did take. The biggest loss I took on the night was Felipe Bunes versus Edgar Chairez. To go under 2.5 rounds, I had 1.35 units on that fight. I thought they were going to come out hot. I thought there was a lot of finishing potential on both sides. But to be honest, that fight just ended up being a really slow, competitive striking match with neither fighter really getting aggressive. And I was pretty disappointed in how that played out. And I was especially disappointed in Chairez. I thought Chairez would be a lot more aggressive on the feet, fighting in front of his home country, really looking for a finish. I thought he was live for a finish, and that's why I also had a bit of him on round 1 finish, as well as 0.1 units on Bunes by submission as a value play. So 1.75 units on that fight in total, and nothing ended up cashing, so that was my biggest loss of the night. Then my other losses, I did have half a unit on Reyes versus Silva de Andrade to go the distance at plus money. Look, that was more of a value play. I thought at plus money was good odds, considering Andrade had never been finished, and I did think Reyes is the biggest power puncher. I still don't, but obviously Andrade's durability has significantly declined with his age. I'm not too mad about that one. Another loss that I ended up taking was Wes Schultz on the money line, 0.3 units. That was a value play. I thought that Pinas had showed some weaknesses with his grappling, so if Schultz could get him there, he could be more than live for a submission. I knew Pinas could knock him out in round 1, and that's what ended up happening. So a small loss on that underdog opportunity sprinkle bet. I also took a couple of other losses on the card. I had a sprinkle on half a unit on Carrasquillo by KO or points. As the odds closed up, I ended up placing that bet at $1.71 odds. Close fight. I did think Tyron won. 30-27 was a bit wild, but yeah, she didn't get it done. I thought her experience inside the UFC and just her skill set overall would be enough to get it done, but Tyron got the job done, so fair enough. A little small loss there. I also had 0.25 units on Emmanuel Rodriguez getting the round 1 KO. He nearly got KO'd in round 1, but he did end up getting the KO in round 2. And then the rest of the losses were just small sprinkle plays at 0.1 units on Martinez decision minus 3.5 point spread plus Perez decision minus 3.5 point spread. And as you can see, that played out pretty damn close. Martinez and Perez both won decisions. Neither of them covered the spread, but to be honest, I thought Perez probably could have easily covered the spread. If she didn't get reversaled in round 1, she likely would have, because we saw her dominate that fight. And Martinez just slowed down in round 3 because he knew he was up 2-0. If he wanted to go out there and win three rounds to 0 against Chieto, he probably could have. So that was really close. Then I had a little tiny play at the end of the night on Moreno by decision plus some strikes, 0.1 units at $4 odds. That was just kind of a fun one to put on top of my main play for that fight. For overall, those were the losses. Pretty small losses in general, and especially compared to our wins. Biggest bet of the night, we had David Martinez versus Chito Vera, 2.5 units on that one. I parlayed that with some significant strikes, 25 each, to juice up that value, and at $1.57, that was good value. So that was a big bet and some good profit on that. Then we had the beast bet of the week, 2 units on Eileen Perez versus Macy Chasson to go the distance, and Regina Tyron versus Ernesto Carrasquillo to go the distance. The odds were great for this, $1.80. I thought, respectively, for each fight, both of the odds were around $1.35. I thought that was pretty damn good odds, to be honest, for how likely it was, and it played out how I thought it would. Beast bet of the week cashes again easily, and that was a big profitable play for us. Then I also had quite a good bit on Ryan Gandra by KO and Ryan Gandra by KO in round 1. That was some of the easiest money I've ever made. I thought that if he wanted to walk Jose Medina down and just go at him and knock him out in round 1, that is what was going to happen, and that's what happened. And it was a very easy prediction, a very easy bet, cashed super nicely. And then I also had in the main event Lona Kavanagh versus Brendan Moreno fight to go the distance plus some strike markets that got it up to $2 or plus 100, so in the plus money range. 1 unit on that returns $2, cashes nicely. And that gives us 2.62 units profit on the night. Another very successful night betting for the premium members. And this is what we've been doing. As you can see, we've had 4 weeks of profit in a row where we've profited over 9 units in those 4 weeks, which is absolutely mad. We got another 4 events this March, which is going to be crazy. So now is the time to join premium. I mean, I don't know what more proof you need. We keep on cooking. The bookies, we keep on profiting week in, week out. This is consistency. This is a tape study and finding the value spots. And this is what we end up doing, cashing every single week. So you know what to do. If you want to get in on the action, you want to start making some money, click the link in the bio or in the description in the comment section down below. And I'll see you inside. Let's go.